And Jim, the host of the radio show, said, "What does Bohica stand for?" And he said, "Bohica means bend over, here it comes again." Go to bigmancomics.com for the best in action adventure entertainment. Hey guys, Gabe Eltaeb here, Big Man Comics. It was a very funny one today. It reminds me a lot of just what goes on politically with the resentful weirdo people. The people I'm always talking about here that you have to be brave enough to stand up to. We saw it with my buddy Eric July yesterday. I'll get to that. But so some Canadians are not happy that Trump is Canadian government, probably Canadian citizens, they're not happy that Trump is slapping tariffs on them because they've been so unfair to us. America has been the world's sucker for decades because our leaders are horrible American uniparty Democrat and Republican leaders. Let all of us Americans work so hard. We are the hardest working people in the world. We take less vacation, work more hours than like basically anyone else anywhere. And they use our good Christian work ethic against us to foot the bill for everything you can imagine, like all that USAID stuff, all that kind of stuff, all that government waste. It's insane. And you got a lot of shitheads like this Ford guy from Canada and Governor Trudeau, who is now gone, replaced with a World Economic Forum globalist president, replacing him there in Canada. That's going to be a beauty. And he's talking tough. He's like, we're going to slap 25% tariffs on some electricity that Canada supplies to America in some certain region that this fat man is in charge of. And I might even turn the electricity off if America keeps going. And within hours of this dude saying that, Trump said we're slapping 50% more tariffs on aluminum and steel imports from Canada. And like all bitches everywhere, Doug Ford backed down. He backed down. And that's what happens. And I'll just read the quick headline here. 4 hours after President Trump escalated U.S. tariffs on Canada, Ontario has agreed to suspend its 25% tariff on electricity exports to the U.S. pending negotiations on a renewed USMCA trade deal. Translation, Trump's massive retaliation worked. Here's the thing about big, powerful, masculine people who believe in justice and righteousness. We, and I include myself in that, we don't go after people to be cruel and vindictive. We don't enjoy that. We don't want to bother people. We don't want to run other people's lives. We want to be left alone to work hard and succeed and achieve our goals, reaching for the stars, because we know we're good and smart and capable. And then you get these idiot people, these left-wing, feminist, cultural Marxists, these nonsense moochers and looters. They love to sponge off of us. Then they get all like school marm and they want to tell us what to do, when to do it, how to do it. And, I was once talking to someone who's a foreigner, and I was saying, why is it fair for illegals to get free college tuition, but my American son, I'm paying, tens of thousands of dollars a semester to send him to an American university. And he looked at me all smug like, you can afford it. And a lot of people have this rotten attitude towards hardworking people, and America specifically, that we're here to be their idiot tax-paying cattle because they know we're good, hardworking people. So because they know we'll do it, they put their feet up, get their little pina colada, drinking out of a coconut, and just enjoying themselves on your dime. And since we're good, righteous, moral people, we strive to be. We're not perfect. I'm a sinner. But, striving every day to be a better man. They know you won't do anything. They know you won't sink to their level. You won't be cruel. And what they don't understand is after Trump got shot and after the lockdowns that were unjust, after the weaponization of the Department of Justice against Trump, the gloves are now off. And anything that we need to legally do, Trump et al., the Department of Justice, Doge, all of it, the FBI, hopefully with Kash Patel, it isn't sinking to their level. It isn't immoral. It is justice. It is righteous. And this is that satisfying moment at the end of the movie when the bully gets punked in front of everyone. That's what we're going to live through now. All these tough-talking, mealy-mouthed, worm-like pieces of shit just laughing and talking all this crap. Their time is here now, and they don't know what to do. They're gnashing their teeth and wailing and writhing and screaming and kicking and trying to do everything they can to subvert Trump and subvert what's coming. But there's the massive cultural shift, and we're not taking shit anymore. You call me a racist, homophobe, sexist, transphobe. You call me whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what's right because that's who I am. And I'm not going to live in fear of being called anything or you trying to cancel me. You can't cancel me. But these are different rules now. And to those of you out there, you leftists, you subversive, awful people, this is what you wanted. I wanted peace. I wanted to go my way. You go your way. I live my life. You leave me alone and let me live free. That's all we wanted. You can look up the meme, men who just wanted to be left alone. That's who we were, and you had to force the issue, so now this is what you get. And if you think Trump is done, he's not. and you think any of us on the MAGA side are going to back down and be coward and be shamed and all this stuff, it will no longer work at all. And I've been out of this stuff for years now when I came out against Warner Brothers and DC Comics, and it cost me my job in the mainstream of comics, and I couldn't be happier to be away from that. They are an embarrassment. It's a shame what they do. It's disgraceful. But we're going to keep going. There's a concept, talking to my wife, just talking to people I know, there's a concept I explain to people, like, you got to know when you're in a fight, because you just want peace. You're a good person. You want peace. You don't want trouble. But you have to understand when someone is going after you and they are not going to relent. And there's this concept I call going all the way. And I don't mean sex. I mean these psychopathic, communist kind of leftist people, they go all the way. And their basic offer to you is, what the fuck are you going to do about it? That's their offer to you. You're like, nothing. I just want to be left alone. That's not who you're talking to. That's not who you're dealing with when it comes to left-wing people. The only thing they understand is force, weaponization of government, and all this stuff. So I hope Trump and all of the DOJ, all of his cabinet, all that, bring the hammer down on these people harder than ever and make an example out of them. I mean arrests. I mean prison sentences. If it's treason, like, we deal with that legally, all legally, because we are trying to be the good people. But no more understanding, no more meeting in the middle. That ship sailed, and it's their fault, and I'm so happy it's finally here. The left-wing people are trying to create a fake narrative that Trump voters have buyer's remorse and we're not happy with Trump. I'm happy with everything he's done. The only thing I'm not happy about with him is he hasn't done enough. I want more. I want it faster. I want it harder. You know, there are people on the left are trying to create a false narrative in their fake news that we don't want him to do what he's doing. And it's too much, blah, 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 bullshit. You want your free USAID money. No, we want 5 a.m. arrests like they tried to do to Trump's allies and embarrassing people. That's what we want. We want to see it on the news. The deep staters, all these people, yes, we want them in handcuffs, prosecuted fairly, honestly, judiciously. But yes, no more, well, they broke the law, but we just let it all go. No. They forced it. So now, the Jim Rome Sports Radio program started in San Diego, California back in the 90s. I've loved listening to it since I was 16 years old in high school. And there was a caller once who said something bad had happened to someone after they'd done something bad repeatedly. And he said, it was Bohica, Jim. And he was a Southern. He said, Bohica. And Jim, the host of the radio show, said, what does Bohica stand for? And he said, Bohica means bend over, here it comes again. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us on social media and go to bigmancomics.com.